I don't always shoot lever guns, but when I do, it's a Browning. And these things are fun. I like them.
I have only 5 words for you.
From my cold, dead hands.
Hey, it's the Preacher, and I'm out on the range today, and I have got 2 gems for you. These are Browning lever action 22s. This one here is special. This one here is kind of special. This one was made in 1975, the year I was born. It was given to me as a child by my dad, who bought it. And guess what? This is the first gun I've ever owned. I killed my first deer with it. I killed my second deer with it. No, it's not legal, and I don't recommend you do it, but the statute of limitations is wore out, and I can tell you, I've killed everything with this gun. I killed my first coyotes, foxes, coons, possums. I carried this thing everywhere I went. If we ended up in a Red Dawn situation as a kid, I would have grabbed this and went to the woods with it. I love this gun. I don't like lever actions, but I like Browning lever actions. This one here belonged to my brother, because my parents are equal parents who don't want to show favoritism to one child or the other. I had this gun as a child growing up. It looks like it's been carried by a child growing up. This one was given to my brother. He was a little older, a little later in life, and it's in pretty good shape, but he sold his birthright. I traded this away from him for a Smith & Wesson AR-22. You know, the 22 that looks like an AR-15? That's right. It's basically an Esau moment. He sold his birthright, a Browning lever action 22, for what? For what? A Smith & Wesson 22. Look, I'm a Browning man at heart. Most people don't know that. I only have a couple of them. You're looking at them. This is all the Brownings I own. But I do like Brownings. And today we're going to do something different. I'm going to put a scope on each of these. I'm going to shoot my old original, and let me tell you something, I have shot tens of thousands. That's no joke. My dad bought 22 shells by the brick. They were 50 cents a box when I was a kid. He got them off some people that got them from the military, shooting them through the conversion kits. We got like bricks of them for, I don't remember, $5 or something a brick. Sometimes I would shoot an entire brick in a day through this 22 right here. I used to be very good with it. With iron sights, I could even shoot it from the hip. I was fast. I was like a rifleman. So I really don't know how many thousands of rounds have been through this. It's 50 years old. This one's not as old. My brother did shoot it a lot. He had access to the same ammo I did, but it's in much better shape. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the same scope on each gun. I'm going to sight it in. I'll pick out, say, 5 different boxes of ammo. I'll shoot groups with this one. I'll shoot the same 5 boxes of ammo with this one. It'll be a Browning lever action 22 shootout. We'll see which one's better, and I'll still keep them both. Come along with me. All right, we're going to get it on paper and sight it in with the ammo of my youth, the Remington 22 Thunderbolt. But mine were not the round nose. I had those that kind of had the like flat point. Yeah, those things would wreck a squirrel, or a turtle, or a chipmunk, or a rabbit, or a deer. All right, let's get it on paper and sight it in, and then we'll start shooting some groups. See if we can find a bullet hole. Here's what we got. I've sighted it in with Thunderbolts, and then I shot a 5-shot group with Thunderbolts. Then I went to the Browning ammo. Hey, it's a Browning, why not Browning ammo? CCI standard velocities, shoot good in about every 22 I've ever owned. The Aguila Super Extra, it's like Super but with a little extra. And then this is our last 5-shot group. This is Norma TAC 22, and as soon as I finish this shot, I'll just loosen up the bases, put it on the other 22, and make sure it's sighted in, and I'll go through these same 5 boxes of ammo. We'll lay the targets down, and we'll see if a Browning 22 can shoot, especially one that's 50 years old. let's let the old girl cool off. Here's what I love about the Brownings. It's a half cock, and it's easy to cock, especially if you've shot more squirrels with it than the entire population of Idaho. Look at that. Boy, you want to talk about burning some ammo. Let's see how we did. All right, we're sighted in. This is Bro's old 22. We're sighted in. We're going to start off with a Thunderbolt. You saw me shoot the old one. One thing I've noticed already, and you'll pick this up too, I'm sure, my 22 was not really kicking the shells out. They were just, the empties were just falling out as I would take the lever forward. As I would close the lever and take the bolt forward. I've noticed with Bros on the downstroke, when the bolt is coming back, the shells are ejecting way off the table. So I probably have a weak spring or something broken in there. Anyways, I'm going to go through the same cycle. We'll lay both papers down. We'll see if these Browning lever actions can shoot. All right, let's start it off. This is me with the old 1975 OG, the original gangster. This is the 22 Thunderbolts. This is Bro's 80 model, Browning 22, 80 something. It's not an 80 model, it's probably late 80s model. And is clearly, this was the first 3 shots. And the bolt was hard to close. I don't know if I pinched a little something off on the brass or off on the bullet, but I shot there and there on my last 2. So I don't know. Thunderbolts are not notoriously accurate, but is what it is. All right, there we go. Let's go on to, now I adjusted the scope because it was two different guns, same scope. My first one, I think, or second one went off the target. This is with the Browning Performance Rimfire. So there's only 4 of the 5 are on the target. I'm aiming here. The first one or second one was off the target. So we come over here, and this is Bro's target. About the same size group, 3 together, and then drop 2 low. That kind of didn't shoot good for me either. Okay, let's look at our third shooter, which was the CCI standard velocity. On the top is Bro. On the bottom is me in the 1975. That's just over an inch, maybe 1.25 inches. I had 3 going and I don't know what happened. And I'll just say this, I'm not making excuses. When you shoot 5 22 ammos and switch to another, you're changing the lubricants that are on the lead many times, and it takes a couple shots to get your barrel where it's gonna be. So if you see things like this that look good, you know, you might shoot it consistently and see if it tightens up, but neither one of those were great. Okay, now we're looking at the Aguila Super Extra. This is mine here. This is Bro's gun. Mine did a little better with the Aguila Super Extra. But like I said, seeing the one flyer doesn't scare me. That might have been my first shot. These things tighten up after you shoot them for a little bit. But either way, this is not target level stuff. We're talking squirrel guns. All right, here's probably the best shooter for me is the Norma Tactical. Take the flyer out, you're shooting about a 1/2 inch. With the flyer, you're shooting about 1 inch. These are all at 50 yards, by the way. All right, if we look at Bro's target, here's what shot what. This is the Remington 22 Thunderbolts. Didn't shoot good from him or me. The Browning is here. CCI is there. The Aguila is here, and the Norma Tac is here. I would say with this one, Aguila Super Extra is probably your best bet. That flyer may go away if you keep shooting it for a little bit and get it kind of in the groove. All right, this is what a 50-year-old 22 shoots like. Thunderbolt. I don't, for just burning ammo, it's fine. If you just want to roll pop cans around, it's probably the way to go. Browning did not shoot good for me. It was very inconsistent. CCI, I grouped 3 and then I jumped up and shot 2. I don't know. The Aguila, there again, shot pretty good, but the winner for me would have been this right here, the Norm Attack. So why keep a little Browning lever action 22 around? They don't shoot target groups, but I've got a Tikka if I want target groups. They're light, they're handy, and dadgummit, they're fun to shoot. Watch this. You say that ain't working right. I'm shooting ammo I picked up off the ground out here. There you have it. It's fun. And not only that, it'll shoot anything you run through it. It's not picky like an automatic. A couple of those didn't go off, but I just found them laying around up here at the range. Somebody dropped them, or maybe they didn't go off for them. Maybe it's a bad round. It ain't gonna hurt this Browning. These are fun. If you ever get your chance to put your hands on one, get it. You won't regret it.